Welcome along. International friendly action comes from the King Baudouin Stadium in Brussels, where both Belgium and Tunisia fine-tune their preparations before heading off to the World Cup, a final fixture for both of them before the competitive stuff starts in North America, as Europe meets North Africa in the Belgian capital today. It's the first meeting between these nations since the 2018 World Cup, where the Belgians ran out 5-2 winners in Moscow en route to reaching the semi-finals. There was 4 changes in personnel and a switch in system for Belgium from their win in Croatia on Tuesday, with Rudy Garcia reverting to his more familiar flat-back four. Thomas Meunier and Timothy Castagne come in as fullbacks as a result. Brandon Mekele replaces Arda Thiart in the centre of defence, and there's a start for Leandro Trossard, who's only recently joined up with his squad after playing for Arsenal in the Champions League final. Sabri Lamouchi is mixing up the minutes across his Tunisian squad. There are 6 changes to this starting 11 from Monday's 1-0 defeat in Austria. Ben Hamida and Arous come in for Valery and Abdi at fullback. Khalil Ayari wins only a 4th cap, and Elias Achouri plays for the first time since the AFCON. Mahmoud and Mastouri are recalled further forward. Rani Khedira, Anis Ben Slimani, Hannibal and Firas Shawat also make way to the bench for what is only Lamouchi's 4th game in charge. De Bruyne sizing this one up. Kevin De Bruyne, saved by Chamakh. It didn't quite fall favourably for those in red. As we look again at the free kick from De Bruyne. Nearly came the way of Mekele, if Chamakh had made the save. Belgium have been the more threatening though with the ball, and they have it here with De Bruyne. Jeremy Doku, plenty to try and aim for in the middle, but Doku still has it and squeezes it in where it's going to be touched in by Trossard. And inside the opening half an hour, Belgium make this pressure pay and they find their breakthrough goal. Might argue that it had been coming. Simple finish in the end for Leandro Trossard, who again had done really well in the build-up. They have their goal, they have something to celebrate as they look to head off for the World Cup on a high. A week on since playing in the Champions League final for Arsenal, Leandro Trossard is a goal scorer again for Belgium, with the simplest of tasks to steer that into the empty net. He's the goal scorer, but Doku delivers so much of the credit for the part that he played in picking him out. Trossard had put himself in that position though to ensure that what followed was certainly straightforward. He scored 1 goal of Tunisia across their last 3 matches, but prior to that one from Trossard, they'd only conceded 1 in those 3 games as well. They're under pressure here though. De Bruyne going to take it on. Did have options either side, plenty of power in the shot, but Chamakh was right behind it, unable to make the stop. And having got their noses in front, Belgium very rapidly are in the mood for more. Lara was up in support one way, Tielemans the other way, but he was always going to take it on, I think, from that position. He did connect with it, but straight out and hit Chamakh, really. Belgium take the free kick. This is Jeremy Doku, swiftly back on his feet, back on the ball, and wriggling away here to find Onana, who steers the header just wide. Amadou Onana is located in dangerous territory by Doku. It's tormented Tunisia down that side of the field throughout this first half. It's perhaps the dominant narrative of the game. Nobody altogether too surprised by that, I'm sure. A lot to do with that first half. De Bruyne finding Doku. It's a very familiar combination, and here goes Jeremy Doku again, and he's got all sorts of space to do it in as well. Back for De Bruyne. He's unselfish in swinging that in towards Leandro Trossard. Nearly, but not quite. Trossard, who has got the game's only goal with that tap in the first half. Really the recipient again. Point play first from Doku and then from De Bruyne. It's good defending, actually. This is Castagne. Support from Tielemans, who'd made that run and now has it at feet. Tielemans, good cross, excellent header from De Ketelaere. And that is 2-0. Belgium do double their lead. And Charles De Ketelaere, who has struggled for goals in Serie A this season, scores the sixth in his country's colours. And a couple en route to qualifying for the World Cup. His goal here will improve the mood further, maybe, as the home fans send them on their way. Runner in low, that could go anywhere. Trossard's in there, and it's off the line. It's a vital intervention to keep that one out. Belgium readying changes. Doku again on the receiving end. And this time the yellow card comes out. It's a second yellow card for Garbi. Something of a role reversal for Tunisia, who played much of their last friendly in Austria on Monday against 10. And Konrad Laimer was sent off in the first half. And that was the first yellow, a reminder of why he was already in the book. That red card came at a stage in the game when they were looking much more of a threat in attack. They had to sacrifice that to a certain extent under pressure at the moment. De Bruyne, brilliant! Picks his spot. And thumps Belgium 3-0 in front on the eve of his fourth World Cup with his country. A player who has played more matches in major tournaments for Belgium than anybody else, along with Lukaku, has goal number 37 in this distinguished international career. He was the top scorer in helping them qualify for the finals. Here's Fernandez Pardo, another of the newcomers, in towards Lukaku, and they'll scramble it in through Luca Becchio. Belgium do get their fourth goal, and Dodi Luca Becchio has come off the bench to apply the finishing touch and continue his fine recent scoring form for his country. 4 in 3 now. Real scramble, and he's the one that profits. Now finding Moreira, another of the replacements. Van Aken in all sorts of space. Lukaku wanted it. Van Aken's intention was to find him. Instead, it's in to the bottom corner. Brilliantly taken by Nicola Raska. And 4 has very quickly become 5. Belgium running away with it at the end. And they are set to depart for the World Cup off the back of a morale-boosting victory here. It's finished. Belgium 5, Tunisia 0.